Welcome to Coffee and Cards! I'm so happy that you are here. I am Heather Danielle, your favorite psychic medium. And if I'm not, don't tell me. So, if you can hear me right now, tell me which card deck we should use or give me a theme because I literally don't know. I'm not really drawn to any single one of them. So, like, do we want fairies? Do we want angels? Do we want, I don't even know what. Like, here, like, you guys know what cards I have. I have all of them. Well, all of them from Hay House and I don't know, some other ones. I know we have owls. Oh, I forgot about those down there. I don't know. You all decide. Okay. And animals, if it's a good thing we're going with animals. You know what is so funny is because I just turned around and this one here, the Archangel Animal one showed up. So we're going to start with animals and then we'll move on. So there was one thing I was going to say. Okay, so this coffee and cards is dedicated to one of us. I'm not sure if you guys seen it in the Rise into Your Power group, but one of our own has transitioned. That's Diane, and I'm going to miss her so much. So you guys might have seen Diane in the comments on the Facebook one, and Diane was one of my mom's best friends, and Diane and my mom would just have so much fun together. And what I loved about on Sundays was that she would still join me for coffee and cards, and she would always talk about mom, and she would always make a comment about like, oh, your mom would love this, your mom would love that. And yeah, so she passed away, and it sucks, but we know the truth, right? When people pass away, we know that this is our temporary home and they just went home. So I can't wait to get some signs from her. But here's the thing, think about it this way, just really quick. What signs would Diane send me or us, like her name? That was it. Like, I don't know her birthday and things like that, so I got to do some digging. I got to get like her birthday, I got to get like some information about her, and so that she can start like communicating, with us. So yes, good morning. Okay, yes. And you know who said animals really quick? Okay. Ooh, Laps family, is that Rachel? Okay, thank you. Thank you. I know it sucks too. It really sucks. Let's see. All right, first we're gonna do this, and then I have a couple other things I gotta tell you guys though. But we're gonna start here. It's definitely for the Lops family, for sure. But then I think that all of us might be able to take this. But it says use power with wisdom. Archangel Uriel and Jophiel. The biggest thing they're coming up for is saying that you learned a lot of stuff in your past, and you need to make sure that you are using everything that you have learned, moving and going forward. And they're saying too that you're stronger than you think you are. They're saying too that man, you are like tough. You're like a tough cookie on the inside. And also they're saying something else too. Astrology is really big. You're actually really more connected than you really think, and then spirit is really talking to you as well. It's just that you have to trust in it too, and it's not all hocus pocus weird. Like, I don't know, like you need to get diving deeper into like the spiritual realm, and it's just going to connect. They're showing me a lot of energy coming from your crown chakra and also your heart chakra. So it talks about connection here, and also with your heart, also making decisions with your heart, as opposed to, logical and things like that. We always have to have a balance, but they're saying to make choices out of love as opposed to like fear and that kind of stuff coming from a mindset of lack. Astrology is like huge with you. Like, honestly, I know it sounds kind of funny, but I wonder. Oh, Christina. Okay, Christina from Kentucky. Kentucky. Oh my God, that's Connecticut. I wonder though, like, are you an astrology reader? Have you ever thought about doing that, or is there like something within your horoscopes or within astrology that they really want you to know? Because like when you get your birth chart read, how many people here have actually had a birth chart read? Let me know, because it is freaking eye opening. One of the astrologers I used to work with at a metaphysical store, he pulled me aside in between readings and he read part of my birth chart. And I mean, it was just like mind blowing. He could tell me on certain days, not certain days, but certain months, certain years where iconic things happened in my life. And like, he just, like, it just went bam, 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 bam. Yes. Yeah. Oh, you do love astrology. Okay. Nope, never did. My Sagittarius day is 12/20. Oh my gosh, that's so cool, because 12/20 was coming up to me the other day and I was wondering why. And it was yesterday because my ex's is on the 22nd. I don't know what's going on in 12/20, but that's freaking awesome. Well, let me see. 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't know. Are you in your 3 year, which is the expansion year? I do dig into your natal chart. There you go. See, that's so good. And I wonder too if this is something that maybe you should offer to other people or something like that because you really love it, or maybe you are doing it. But anyways, I really feel like maybe looking into it again and seeing if there's anything that's happening around this month with your natal chart, because it's like screaming at me. And you have a lot of other gifts too. So I feel like the more that you dive deep into like all that stuff, the more of the other things are going to fall into place. Like with your, what is it called, like your spidey psychic senses and stuff like that, and then that's going to help out all the rest of the areas of your life. Right now for you, I really get more of an internal time for you as opposed to, you know, external things. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but it's almost like instead of worrying about job and like all of like the human things out there, you know, oh, house, family, and that kind of thing, it's almost like internally, like, okay, what's up with you, what do you want, what's going on inside, you know, like that kind of thing. Like almost like, sorry, they're just telling me this now too, is that you are just living and you need to do intentional living, right? It's almost like they want to take you where you want to go, but it's like almost like you have to figure out where you want to go. But going down your spiritual path, that might open up the door a little bit more and it might be a little more obvious on what you want. I don't know if that makes any sense, what I just said. Okay. It's before the solstice. Oh my gosh, you're so cool. It's like she know, you know those things. I don't know those things. People think just because I'm a psychic medium, they're like, oh, you know all about astrology, you know all about this and that. I don't know nothing. If I can name all 12 signs of the zodiac, I'm in good standing. Okay. And last, I do love numbers and we'll check. Yes, it's internal for me, involving spiritual gifts. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. I'm with you. Okay. Let's see. All right. So really quick, the Coffee and Cards Club people, I just now realized that there was a mistake and I can't do Circle the Day at 11. It was supposed to be 10, but I accidentally sent Rachel, who helps me out behind the scenes, the non-updated schedule. So I am actually going to cancel the Circle this week and we're going to have it next week. And I'm sorry, I'm going to let everybody in the club know here, but what happens is I live my life all the time to where if there's too many challenges, I stop it and I say, okay, there's something going on. And all morning and even starting last night, I kept on getting this feeling that we should not have Circle the Day in the Coffee and Cards Club. So in case you guys don't know, Coffee and Cards Club, we have circles a couple times a month. That's where we practice our abilities, psychic, mediumship, intuitive, all that kinds of stuff. And so finally I kept on having that feeling, but I'm like, okay, if that's not meant to be, then you're going to have to like put a roadblock in my way, you know? And so sure enough, as soon as I go log on for Coffee and Cards, guess what? I see that everybody was given the wrong time. And so I don't want half the people to know that it was the right time and half the people know it was this time. And then I already have a feeling that this should not happen today. So we're probably gonna make it till next Sunday instead. So yes. Facebook user says, thanks for letting us know. Who are you? Who are you? Oh, good. I was upset because I was going to miss it today. See, bam. Okay. Tony, by the way, can you make it to next Sunday? Yes. Yeah, see, okay, Jamie's at work. See, so many people wouldn't be able to come today. Maybe that's the reason why. Yes. Okay, good. Oh, thank you, by the way, Dalian. She said she likes my outfit. Okay. This is going to be for you because compliments do work. No, I'm kidding. I was actually drawn to you. But yes. Okay, cool. Okay, yes. Okay, see, I had a feeling that once I seen that, I was like, people or persons or maybe more than one or whatever like that are needed to be in that circle and they couldn't make it today. And that's the reason why that we needed to reschedule it. So, okay, Kelsey. Okay, I don't know because you have to give because number one, Kelsey. Oh yeah, really quick. Hold on one moment, Dalen McGraw. One moment. Okay, just really let you know. Some people are watching it from 3 to 4 different areas right now. I'm streaming, right? So you have to give your permission to StreamYard in order to see your name if you're in the Rise into Your Power group, which is a private group. So if you don't want people seeing your comments and stuff like that, then you have to go into the Rise into Your Power group. But here's the thing. Somebody was like, Heather, it sounds like you're having 3 conversations going on at once. I am, because I am the master, because I can see everybody's comments from everywhere. So you might only be able to see the comments from where you are watching. So you might see only the Rise into Your Power group. That's where you're watching, or my Facebook page, YouTube, and also Instagram. Okay. Yes. And so then sometimes when you give StreamYard your your name and permission, sometimes it still doesn't work. Okay, let's see. What is this? Hyena for you. It says dare to be different. Oh my God. It's so incredibly funny because as soon as I get this too, by the way, Archangel Jophiel, love her. I say to her, sometimes angels, they can come to you as male or female. The truth is they were never human, so they don't really have a gender. Okay. They've never incarnated before, but it's literally saying about going down your spiritual path and not giving an shit what other people think. Okay. And it's almost like, are you still in the closet? Like spiritually speaking, are you still like dipping your toes? Or are you dipping your toes into something new and different in the spiritual realm? But anyways, I see that. I see a lot of like parent-child kind of situation thing going on. And I see very protective too over children. I don't even know what the heck that even means. You know what I'm going to do? I'm also going to look in this because I feel like I'm missing something. Okay. One moment, please. Oh my God, I almost, okay. 69 and 70 is the card number. And I'm not reading that part because it's, accept your own special qualities. We're all different and you're being called to rejoice your uniqueness. Be ready to bring in the change, the dynamics of your family, community, or a work situation. I don't know why, but I keep on getting that you've had abilities or like you've actually had experiences and things like that. Have you had that? Or do you have like the family and things like that have had those kinds of experiences? Because for some reason, I just can't get over this feeling that you have like it stems from your family. Even if they're not really open to it, I still feel like there's something there to where, oh, dreams that have come true, or seeing an apparition, or your family has, and you heard about these stories when you were younger. That's really big. So it's talking about decide which for your highest good, knowing when something is right for you, and the universe ensures it's everybody else's interest. But I also feel like, I don't want to say life makeover, but like just changes to on how you see things. And that's going to help you go ahead and change some points of your life. Does that make sense? It's almost like, they want you to do like an inventory of your life and see where you're unhappiest, and then like freaking start making the changes because your spirit guides are really, really worth you too. And they also tell you to not to be so serious, about everything. It's about making things and making yourself laugh. I'm also seeing drawn to March. So I don't know if you have a connection to March or if something's coming up in this March. And then also April, and I feel like they're talking about like a trip or something like that, or going out of state or something, or very far from your house. So keep that in the back of your mind. Yeah, let me see if you say anything else. Okay, I don't even know if you're here anymore. I hope that you are. Let me see if there's anything else. No, okay. Maybe a Joe. Keep your eye on for Joe. Yeah, Linda, I wonder too, because I don't know if she's still on. So maybe that would be a message for you. Okay. Okay. Oh, I switched over. There you go. I can see your name, Kelsey. Yes. I have 3 voices in your head right now. Oh my God. Who's that? Okay. There was one more thing I was going to say, and now I think I forgot. I don't know. Whatever. Love your Xmas vibe. Thank you, Carolina. Yes. I would take that also. My middle name is Joe. Bam. I never knew that about you. Okay. Carolina Rhinoceros, be strong, courageous. Look at that. I'm actually going to look in the guidebook just to kind of see. Oh, there we go. Okay, she's still here. Okay, just really quick, Carolina. We're going to go back over here. My grandmother was very spiritual. My mother is very religious. I'm currently working with a coach. Bam, there you go. Yes, keep on doing that. And then I just feel like it's almost like sprinkling of like fairy dust to where it's just going to like all areas of your life. Digging into deep healing and going to Bali over Easter. Bali. Okay, bam. There you go. Okay, I think that's going to be like an amazing trip. But of course, how would going to Bali not be a good trip, right? So that is great. And that's funny too. You said Easter too, because I don't know when Easter is, but it was funny because I felt March going into April. But since I said March separately from April, I would still definitely look out for March too. Like even if April is Easter. Okay, so really quick, Carolina, it's number 108, 109. So it could be January 8th, January 9th. Okay. And it says you do a great deal of service work, especially healing, without knowing you do so. You asked to visualize the blue aquamarine flame of Michael and Mary and imagine yourself standing within it. Blah, 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 blah. I don't like that kind of stuff. But I do have to say, though, that aquamarine is my sign for me and my husband, because that's March. And so I think that they're saying that you can have like a really strong and good relationship and those kinds of things. Move, study, know that you're healing, connecting. People may not understand you, but you are developing fortitude, strength, and determination. These qualities will ultimately help you on your ascension journey. Seriously, I know that right now it's almost like you want like relationship, maybe, right? Like you want that kind of thing, but it's almost like you have to look at other areas first before that you can get to this area. It's almost like going down your spiritual path, healing, all that kind of stuff. enough, becoming confident, all those kinds of good things that you've always wanted. And then that thing is going to come towards you. And it's so funny because something that's coming up to me right now is I remember me and my husband married for 11 years, but I remember, especially back when I first met him, I was like, oh my God, the people that I had, my exes and stuff like that, they helped me be able to be a better person for him. So this marriage could actually work. Because if I wouldn't have been exposed to the things and dated a little bit that I did, like I only dated like 3 people, then I wouldn't have been a good match for him. And that's the kind of thing too. So definitely go on a few dates, have a little bit of some fun and those kinds of things. And that doesn't even have to be dates. They're telling me it doesn't have to be dates with a different person, but going and having different experiences, joining meetup.com and then going ahead and trying different groups and things like that. You need to get more experiences out of that, and going to like all the different spiritual stuff and everything else, like that's going to be really good. And then it's going to attract the person. And that's what's going to happen. So stop chasing, you're going to be attracting. That's like a theme lately. Yes. Okay, Jamie, no, it is not that Diane from Florida. No, it is not her. Whew, no. And it was so funny because I seen that Diane on Facebook today and I was like, oh, that's not her. No. But that's just kind of funny. Yes. Okay. There was something else that I was going to say. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully that helps you out a little bit. I know that we have a reading together, so that will help out a little bit, like a lot more. Ooh, I like this. So this is actually for Robert. Okay. And it says ant, and it says co-create the highest good for the community. It's Archangel Premelik. I don't really know that Archangel a lot, but it's almost like, first off, they're saying that you're a very, very hard worker, that, you also, okay, this is what this is bringing up. It's almost like that saying where it's like work harder, not smarter. Sorry. Yeah, that's you. Like you're working too hard. You don't have to work so hard. Almost kind of like what I just talked about with attracting. So almost like you don't have to work so hard. It's almost like that mentality, or maybe it comes from like your parents or your upbringing and stuff like that, to where it's like, well, you have to work hard in order to like play hard and things like that, but you really don't have to. I also see Archangel Metatron around you. So he's into sacred geometry, and he's also about organizing and things like that, so that you can get like more done in like less time with less stress and all those kinds of things too. But it's also talking about that you are a piece of the whole. So it's letting you know that whatever part and journey that you're on in all areas of your life, number one, they're saying that you are exactly where you need to be. But it's also like too that you are a part of some kind of community, like some kind of group or whatever, to where it's like you might think that you're playing like a backseat kind of role, but you're not, I don't know why, but I keep on getting this vision of when I was in circle, and anytime like a guy would come, they would say, nope, got nothing. And it's like, no, you got stuff. You really, really do have stuff. And you might think that you're not very spiritual and things like that, but it's like you really are. And it's so hard to describe. Let me just look at this really quick. Because are you a healer? Because I don't know why, but I'm feeling that healing hands. I'm feeling a lot with Reiki, with pranic healing. What is that called? Holy fire, Holy fire Reiki, that kind of stuff. It's number 3 and number 4 in the guidebook. So that talks about expansion and setting a foundation. Okay. And also like there's like money worry too, or something along those lines. I don't understand that so much, but it's almost like, I keep on telling this to my son too. It's almost like just keep on making sure that you're putting energy into the stuff that you want more of. And that is something that is, what is it called? Confirmed by science. It's like the molecules and atoms and things like that don't move until we put our attention into it. So stop putting your attention into something that you don't like, put your attention into something that you do like, that you do want more of. Okay. Yeah, it's a spirit animal that I'm using. Yeah, this one here. Okay. I also feel a dog too. I don't know if you have a dog or if you had a dog that passed or whatever like that, but definitely feeling in the sense of an animal connection. Okay, devote yourself to making your home welcoming and harmonious, while at the same time acting to bring a community together. You can take small steps like picking up litter or something in the neighbors. No, I don't like this at all. This does not resonate with me. But if it resonates with you, then that's great, but it does not resonate with me. Look at it and absorb the energy. This is a fundamental tool to open up your consciousness. The patterns of sacred geometry act as codes, start balancing you and bring you into alignment with your soul's blueprint. The angels will begin to sing, pouring the beautiful sonics over you. This will attract higher energies and people towards you. Okay. Does anybody else feel the same way that I feel when I read stuff like this? Like, do I have a block? Because when I hear, sing, okay, sing, and And sing, okay, if you sing, you will become in alignment with your soul's blueprint, okay? And the angels will sing with us and we'll attract higher energies. Okay. First off, Linda says it resonates. But for me, I'm just like, okay, if I just go off singing, now all of a sudden, which it does raise your vibration up a little bit. It does, because singing, does talk to the soul and things like that. But I just see people like singing around their house and stuff like that. And then, they're not fixing other areas of their life. And then it's like, how in the world are they, like, how is that a message? I don't know. You're not feeling it. I think it's the person who it's meant to be for, it resonates with. Does that make sense? So Linda, I think that's totally meant for you. Facebook user not feeling it, like I think that it's not us. Sing could be what you do what you love, not so literal. Yes, that I can see. Yes. Do what you love. I like that. Facebook user sing. Yes. Yes, I think that is it. So you got to do what you love, and now raise your frequency, raise your vibration, and then that will help bring you more of that guidance. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I love that. Okay, Kelsey, you just asked, is my daughter singing me Meemaw right now? She keeps saying hi to someone behind me. I swear to God, I think she is. And you know me, I will not say anything that is not, what is it called? Like I'm not going to make things fit. But as soon as I just seen your name, I felt like grandmother coming in. And remember, grandmother can be in with me and with your daughter at the same time, right? They're not bound by time and space like we are. So 100,000% too. Man, that grandma is still talking about, are you still trying? Because I feel like grandma's still talking about it. Did grandma also have grandpa? Is grandpa also passed? Because now there's a man coming in spirit that is like, he's like old fashioned, but I really like him because he's like lighthearted and those kinds of things. And then as soon as I said heart, I feel like that totally stood out. So I wonder if he had something that's with his heart. But then also I feel drawn to his stomach as well. So I don't know if he had like a pot belly or something along those lines, but I definitely see that. I don't know if he wore like up and down button down shirts, but I swear that's what he's wearing. Yes. And then I feel like he's showing me like his chair, like that typical guy in the chair thing too. And then 1 second. I feel like he's talking about he lived further away from you, like where you are now, like farther away. Let me know. Okay, I was hoping they would bring it up. Yes, okay. Oh my gosh, are you serious? So I feel like I'm connecting to Kelsey's grandma, and her daughter is behind her saying hi to somebody. And then just as soon as I said yes, I do think it's grandmother that's standing behind her that she's talking to. She said yes. Oh my God, that's so freaking crazy. I keep on trying, but no luck so far. Yep, it'll happen. Yep, yes, I'm actually going to see my aunts and uncles today. Okay, that's probably the reason why that they're coming up. Let's see. Ooh, this is so good, girlfriend. Raven, and it says prepare for change. So this is kind of like the thing where it's almost like it's almost like a theme today. It's almost like, this is what you want. Stop focusing on it. Get everything else ready. Start preparing for it. Act as if it's already happening, because I feel like it already is happening. And so it's like preparing for that. And oh my God, do you guys totally see this? It's like how the spirit raven is becoming a full raven. So I wonder if that's because like the child on the other side is preparing to come in. Oh my gosh. And then Kelsey's like, holy shit, I have 4 ravens constantly in my trees. Bam. Yes. Oh my God. Okay. And okay. I don't even know. But I do have to tell you, I connected, like, I don't feel the child coming forward right now that's incarnating, but if I ever do, I will definitely let you know. But it's so funny because my hairdresser, which she had a reading with me. I think it was like an email reading too. So it doesn't have to be like in person, doesn't have to be on Zoom or anything else like that. But get this, I felt her child come in, and it was really funny. She's like, oh my God, I think I'm having a girl. And I'm like, well, there's a boy standing here. So I was like, there's a boy. And it's so funny because anytime I go get my hair done, ended up being a boy, and he was born. And I look at him, and every time that I look at him, I'm always thinking like, I felt you on the other side. Like I remember being like, oh my God, like I communicated you before you even incarnated down here. And I swear to God, that little boy like knows too. It's like he knows who I am, and we have a good connection sometimes. So I can't feel a child near right now like I did with my daughter. Ooh, but I wonder if it could be a boy too, because I know that when I connect with somebody that has a boy, I feel more connected because I have a boy. So we'll see. Yes. I felt the spirit around last night at bedtime. I'm not sure if the same spirit as a few days ago. Jenny, do you have spiritual boundaries? Why are all these freaking spirits coming to you at night when you sleep? Like, do you say your prayer? Do you be like, hey, I can't have everybody like waking me up in the middle of the night? I know that sometimes we like that kind of thing, but it's almost like, if like definitely put your boundaries up, just like we have boundaries with our physical peoples, we have to have boundaries with our spiritual peoples. Yeah, I don't think so. No. Oh my gosh. Every single night before I go to bed, without fail, I say this exact thing. You can use it if you want to. I only allow 100% love and light come to my space, my husband's space, and my son's space. If you could please only allow the spirits that Archangel Michael and my mom say can come inside my space at night while I sleep. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's all I say. And so the other night, y'all, you gotta listen to this. You guys tell me what you think, okay? So here's the thing. I am minding my own business. I am sleeping. I turn over, and immediately, as soon as I turn over, my freaking phone flashes just really quick. Like not really long, just a quick flash. And I'm like, why the heck did my freaking light flash on my phone? So I'm like, Heather, somebody just messaged you. Somebody just messaged you. No, I know. Nobody just messaged me. And then I was like, Heather, you need to look at the phone. And I'm like, I don't want to look at the phone because if I look at the freaking phone, then I'm going to get scared because I'm going to know that there's no messages on my phone and there's no reason for my freaking phone to flash. So I finally get up the courage. I look at my phone. Sure enough, nothing. No system updates, no messages, no nothing. There's no reason why my phone should have went off. My husband's like, oh, maybe your phone was fully charged. I have really good chargers. My phone had been on the charger for 4.5 hours. Okay. It did not just get charged in that moment. So I look over at the clock. That's the first thing you do is look at the clock. Okay. That's the first thing that you should do. And the clock said 1:15. So I was like, oh, I wonder if anybody has resonates with, January 15th. Well, I reach out to my family. I'm like, hey, January 15th, anybody? And they're like, no, no, nobody. I'm like, okay, damn. Okay. But my aunt's like, well, your cousin, who just lost my Aunt Betty, her son, her dad, who my Aunt Betty has been around me so much. He was born on January 14th. 114, not 115. And I am like, oh my God, because it took me so long to look at the freaking clock. I think the clock turned over. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think that the clock turned over and it was actually 114 and about my cousin? That's my question. You guys give me a reading, right? I haven't been sleeping well at all. I need to start doing that. Carrie, yes, 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 yes. We had my daughter's 3D ultrasound 4D yesterday. It's amazing. Tara, would you mind like either sharing that with me or can you ask her if she shared it in the Rise of Power group? Because I would love to see that. Okay. That spirit is always in my face. Okay. 114, 115. Okay. Yeah. And Jennifer, do you know what time it was? Do you remember? Okay. Okay. I keep feeling 115 is significant though. Okay. And here's the thing in the club, we were saying that December 8th was going to be significant and we thought it was for the other Heather in the group, right? But guess what? That's when Diane passed away was on December 8th. And 114th is a hubby's birthday. Dang, dang. Okay. This is actually for all of us. I was like, give us a message for all of us for our highest good right now. Okay. And it is GOAT. All right. So as soon as I seen this, I just felt of that acronym, which is greatest of all time. And I just got chills, y'all. We need to make sure that this freaking life is the greatest life we've ever freaking lived. Make sure that this is your GOAT so that when you go out to the other side, okay, and you transition and stuff like that, you are like, man, I did this and I did this and I did that. And to each one of us, it may be a little bit different. So some things that are coming up to me right now, it's not like who has the most followers and who made the greatest impact of the world and who became rich and famous. Like that is not it. But you can be like, damn, I really broke those generational cycles. Okay. I was a better freaking parent than I've ever been in any of my freaking lives, right? Like I was a badass. I was freaking confident, right? I did not let some of the SHIT that happened in my past really affect my freaking future. And I owned this freaking life. That's what they're freaking saying. Okay. They're saying that you have really healed. You have really, really helped yourself. And then by that way, you have helped the world because when we share our, light, when we share our crap, it helps other people feel a little bit more normal and that kind of thing. And I actually have to say one more thing, you guys. This is freaking crazy. Okay, one more thing. So just really quick, we're going to pause because I see something that we need to look into. So first off, Tara, thank you very much. She said that she asked the pendulum if it was 114 and it said yes. Bam. That's what I was thinking. Oh my God, Leanna, I can't believe that you just showed up because I was about to tell that story. Okay, so 1 second. Okay. For spiritual fur babies. Okay, perfect. Everybody good? Okay. Sorry. All right. So as I was saying this and I was channeling the stuff for the goat, making this lifetime the best of all time, right? The greatest of all time lifetime, right? All of a sudden, I got this flash kind of like more of like a feeling that I've gotten in a reading recently. And I'm not going to say names and things like that, but this person had already been told by previous psychics that they were one of the 7 to come down. And they did give me permission to use this, by the way. They said that I could use anything from that reading that I wanted, but they were one of the seven beings to come down to see if Earth was basically worth saving. I went into this kind of knowing it, but feeling very skeptical about it because I don't get that woohoo. You guys know me. I'm more practical, down to earth woohoo than I am that kind of abstract stuff. As soon as I felt it, I'm getting chills right now. I am like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I think this is correct. I think this is completely right. I agree with everything that the freaking other psychic said. I think that there are beings that are down here right now that are incarnated that are basically trying to see like, okay, which way should we go? Is Earth worth saving? And I remember in that moment feeling, and I'm feeling it now. And that's the reason why that I think this card is so strong with us is we really need to step up our game because I really felt like, please give Earth more chances. Like we're trying to do it. We're making progress. It's almost like, like with your boss and he just wants to can something that you've been working on. And you're like, no, I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Just give me a little bit more time. I think that we're going to make it. That's how I felt. And that's how I'm feeling right now with this card. Because I feel like it's like, that's the reason why I'm so anxious, if you will, excited, more anxious because I'm a little bit nervous, but it's like I need to get more people woken up. I need more people sharing their light. And you don't have to become a psychic medium, stuff like that. You just need to raise your vibration so we can change the vibration of the planet. Okay, and then Travis is like, this resonates more and more. I've had a sense of calm, which I attribute to learning my lessons. Yes, I feel a connection also. Okay, always show up and I'm pulling cards or just feeling the feels, and my dogs too. Yes. Yes. Okay. And that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, okay, there's something going on here because, like so many people are waking up. Just really quick. I hope you guys don't want me telling this, but it's almost like the Coffee and Cards Club people. Like it's so incredibly crazy seeing like how their abilities are just catapulting. And this is not like a sale for me and thinking like, oh, I'm the best mentor ever and things like that. No, but it just kind of shows that it's like people are waking up and just soaring, at unprecedented speeds. This isn't where it's like, oh, you have to just like slowly open up to your gifts. It's like, no, people opening up to their gifts and then just because it's like deep in our soul, we know that shit's gonna hit the fan. Okay. Does that make sense? All right, let's see. Carrie's like, oh wow, I've been getting downloads about saving Earth. Oh my God. I've also been feeling strongly that I read out to you. Yeah, we need to talk, Heather. Oh my God. Yes. And anybody else having crazy dreams? I'm having crazy dreams, but I know where they're from. So you're asking me to read Jamie had me so scared, but the validation even blew my mind. I did not look at that. Sometimes we do readings inside the Coffee and Cards Club. And so that's what Kelsey's talking about. Okay, I did not look at it yet. I will definitely will. I ended up spending an impromptu day with my son yesterday, which was awesome. But okay, keep talking. Crazy dreams, anybody? Let me know how you guys think about that. I just wrote that down, Carrie. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, so while you guys absorb that, we're going to be doing pick a card. Okay. Okay, so A, B, or C. I don't know why, but I wanted to say the letters first. A, B, or C. Does it sound like I'm saying one of them higher than the other? And then I want you to see and ask Spirit, like a question, or did you say, hey, what do you want me to know? A, B, or C? My God, every single one of them sounds completely the same to me. So then I'm going to rub my hands together. I'm going to put A in a little bubble, B in a little bubble, C in a little bubble. Okay. Don't feel a whole bunch either. I'm going to put them in my mind's eye. A, B, or C in my mind's eye. Does it look like one of them is glowing? Does it look like one of them had a really rough day? Because that could be something that you need to work on, right? Sometimes it's not always the strongest. Sometimes it's always the weakest one, because the weakest one could be what we really need to look into. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of like, I'm probably just going to take all of them, I think. But I definitely feel more energy with B and C. Like that's a little bit more of energy that I need. Okay, they sound all the same for me too. I'm thinking I need a little of each. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. B came to mind first. There you go. Okay. Yes. Oh, hey, Karen, how you doing? And Tina. Hey, Tina, aren't you the one that told me? I know it's a Tina, but the Tina that told me that Spirit didn't like me being on my HRT, my hormone replacement therapy. Was that you? Is that a different Tina? Because I haven't talked to her yet. Okay. All right. How you guys doing? How you guys feeling? And I know it sounds kind of crazy, but I kind of want confirmation on what we just talked about with the whole end of the world kind of thing. Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, so that was Tina. By the way, Tina rocked it. Okay, because Tina was the one that told me, they're like, oh, your guides don't like you being on HRT, and I was like, yeah, but what guide would want you to be on synthetic hormones? They wouldn't like that at all. But it was really crazy because my doctor had me on estrogen without even checking my blood levels, and then when I went and got my blood levels checked finally with Tina's stuff always in my head, that's when they found out that I had triple the amount of estrogen, even though I stopped taking it after Tina said that. I stopped taking it. And so I had triple the amount of estrogen, and I had zero testosterone. So I should have been on testosterone and not estrogen. So if I would have kept on taking the estrogen, like I was doing, right, then it would have just quadrupled or whatever, even more of my estrogen. And that could lead to more cancer. That could lead to a lot of things. So Tina, you was bang on. And for some reason, okay, Tiffany, who you said your first time here, do you need to get your hormone levels checked? Have you been noticing any kind of issues like that? And it's really funny, Tiffany, because as soon as I started talking like this, I also get thyroid as well. But it's really funny because when I get thyroid, I really don't get that they maybe would find anything. I get also like a lot of like the natural approaches to fixing the thyroid, almost like a medical medium kind of thing, because he does a lot of that kind of weird stuff. But I would definitely look into that, because as soon as I said that and I looked over and you were also saying you just joined, I'm like, oh my God, you just joined in the perfect time. Does that make sense? Um, Thank you so much, Kelsey. Kelsey's like letting Tiffany know. Yeah, so okay, Tiffany's good. All right. Hello, doing well in Florida. Yes, of course you are, because you're in Florida. Okay. Sorry, Karen's over here bragging that she's in Florida. Okay, so card A. Oh, getting ashwagandha for you, Heather. Ooh, I've never had that before. Do I need to get that? Okay. Card A, people. Bam. First off, everything that we said about GOAT, okay, about greatest of all time, the best life you ever lived, all those kinds of things. Number one, I'm going to look in the guidebook as well, but for freaking real, for the A people, and man, I didn't even feel A that good, but anyways, so yes. So first off, they're saying for card A people is that greatest of all time, make this freaking best life you've ever freaking lived. And they're also saying too, to get yourself out of your freaking comfort zone. Stop putting yourself in a freaking box. Okay, there's a whole freaking world out there and you need to freaking explore it. All right. And almost like making sure that you do it. That they're telling me that there's a lot of, your family stuff that is still that have like a lot of limiting beliefs and things like that, that's really affecting your present now. So that could be like, oh, you got to work hard for freaking money, you know what I mean, money doesn't grow on trees. It could be like, oh, we don't do that, we do this, and that kind of stuff. Or they're making you feel guilty for living in one place and not the other place. It's like almost like you think that you are different than other people, but you're not. Okay, it's like, so when you see other people that are living abroad, or you see other people that are living this way, everything is available to you. And if you feel any kind of inkling of like, I don't want to say jealousy, but a jealousy or a wanting or a yearning or a desiring, it's because your soul recognizes that that is something that you want and you could actually have. So many of us are not jealous of other people's things because we don't resonate with what they have. Okay, like I'm not resonating, like I don't get jealous of the Kardashians at all. Is anybody else here jealous of the Kardashians? I'm not jealous of their body. I'm not jealous of any of their fame. I'm not jealous of any of this stuff. And it's because that's not something that resonates with me. That's not something that my soul wants. And so am I jealous sometimes of people who just bounce around different countries and live in them, or somebody that's lived in another country? I am a little bit. And I think it's because my body, my soul kind of wants that. See, exactly. My Chinese symbol is goat. Bam, Tina, this is you. I want to move to Vegas. Jamie, I wanted to move to Vegas too until I spent more time there. Then I'm like, I don't know. Oh my gosh. And Tiffany, by the way, I told her about her thyroid and she said that she was told recently to get a thyroid check. Yes. Tiffany, really quick, making sure that you get done. There's different like T1, T2, T3, get them all. Get them all. And for some reason, I feel like one of them might just be a little bit on the cusp. That's the one that you want to look into, because I don't think they're going to have it be like this. I think it's going to be very subtle, because I don't think it's what like this yet. Your hormone level, your thyroid levels. That's what I'm picking up. Okay. let's look really quick onto the goat thing. It's 54 and 55. So anytime I say that 54, 55, think about like the ages of people that are around you, your age, you know, the years, those kinds of things. Or it could even be breaking it down to May 4th, May 5th, right? So that do with that. It says, your guidance is to be free and independent with the nurture of a loving, caring family community. If you feel misunderstood, remember that you carry in your light aura and wisdom are not always recognized. Do you have any menial tasks that are coming your way? Graciously accept this because this is your part on earth. You're invited to look at the circumstances of your life and challenging situations from a higher perspective. This will bring you much peace and enable your innate qualities of love, loyalty, and caring to develop. When you can do this, your essential wisdom will shine through. You'll be acknowledged by those around you. Recognize who you are, and many will be drawn to your energy. Yes. And so one of the things too, it's almost like there are definitely saying concentrate on the good, but I'm also getting like don't nitpick on things as well. Like don't nitpick on people, some of the situations that you're going through. You're definitely looking at it from a higher perspective. Okay. And it's almost like if things aren't changing and stuff like that, it's because there's a different door that you need to try. You know, there's a different window or something along those lines. So if you have been putting a lot of your energy into one area, you need to look around and try different areas. And also I feel too like meditation will help, or some kind of automatic writing and watching yourself float above it, you know, and seeing it from a wider perspective. Because I don't know why, but I'm also getting like you have to really pay attention if you're card A people, if you're truly on the path that you want. Are you really making decisions right now for the long term? Or are you making decisions for the short term? So if you have any kind of questions about job, money, security, relationships, and things like that, think about it more as long term. You know, are you a person that can really be in a healthy relationship right now long term? Are you looking and you're trying to get jobs that are long term? Don't get so stuck in this. Okay, that is the biggest thing. And also too, they're saying too that you're very, very well protected, you're supported, and there's nothing to really be afraid of either. And I feel like spirit is really, really talking to you. And so you just have to trust in those issues. Issues. You have to really trust in those things that happen and then talk back to them. That's the biggest thing. Talk back. Okay. Justina, I was thinking about you when I said that. I keep approaching being visible as an energy healer, then backing off. That is 1000% normal. You have no idea. You know how many times that I just walked into like the metaphysical store that I worked at and I was like, I just wanted to walk right back out. Yep. Yep. And I noticed too that knowing people who are strangers, like I built everything off of strangers, not people I knew, because I knew the people I knew would be so much more judgmental than strangers. All right. Tara's like, oh my God, I forgot my B day when we talked about magnesium. Oh yeah, and my husband went to the hospital for low magnesium and his lungs pneumonia. Oh my God, wow. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, and Jamie too. Jamie, you have those thyroid issues, T4 that was way off. Yeah, so I wonder what's going on with that. All right, so like Carolina, think about going into B and C what like because if you have any kind of question, then see like okay, friendships, money, house, whatever it is, see if you're drawn to card B or C to give you that answer. Okay. And SB, go ahead and choose B or C, and then that will be the answer to your question. Okay. So here's B. Oh my God, Kelsey, I think Kelsey said that she was going to do one of each. So this is a raven. Oh my God. And it says prepare for change. Oh my God. Okay. Archangels Azrael and Bokbi, which I don't freaking even know who they are. There's so many freaking angels. Okay, so it's 105 and 106, which is really funny because January 5th is my first wedding anniversary. Isn't that kind of crazy? So we shall see. So when I put those together, I'm going to just keep in the back of my mind, does it have any changes with him, which is my son's dad, you know? So that's kind of like how I do it. So it's 105 and 106. That could also be October 5th and October 6th too. So kind of keep that in the back of your mind. It says your guidance is to watch your thoughts. Make sure that they are positive and wholesome. Examine your intentions and make clear ones for everyone's good, including your own. A pure vision sets your journey into enlightenment and ascension. The raven suggests that you have skills and talents that you'll be enabled to bypass obstacles in a clever and clear way. It also warns you to be prepared for sudden change or transition into something unexpected and new. You have all the support and help that you need for the transition ahead. Okay, so first off, they're saying that spirit is really, really talking to you, that you have a lot of those abilities, and to, put into practice what you have learned. So kind of like what I said in the beginning about all the obstacles that are in my way for doing circle today, that's when, okay, I'm stopping it. Like I am not doing this anymore. One more thing I just want to say really quick is that I got hit really, really hard in my nose yesterday. The guy didn't mean to do it, but I was so mad because it hurt so bad that I was like, oh my God, I know I didn't break my nose, but I immediately, like my nose was killing me the whole rest of the night. I started getting migraines and everything else. And I went to the store to go ahead and get a gift certificate or whatever, like gift card, right, for a white elephant. I forced myself to do it. And then I was like, let's go to Marshall's. And I know I shouldn't have done it because I knew that I was just like, I wasn't feeling good. My head was pounding me. I was in a bad mood and everything else like that. And I'm like, no, I'm going to go to Marshall's instead because it was right next door. So I go into Marshall's and guess what happens? I lose the freaking gift card that I just bought. So there was so many challenges leading up to that. And everything was trying to tell me to go home and things like that. But I wasn't listening because I was stubborn, because I was hard-headed, because you know why? Because I wanted to get a deal. Okay. I wanted to see like what kind of cool crap that was at Marshall's so that I could not have to spend so much money and I could get cool things, right? That did not come from a place of love. I was not making the choice out of love. I was making the choice out of, oh, I got to get some deals before other people get it. I got to, have really cool things that I give to people for Christmas. I was coming from that ego kind of mind. And so then because of that, and then I lost the freaking gift certificate that I just freaking bought. And not only just that, but when they put the stupid gift certificate in a stupid little thing, instead of putting in my freaking purse, I was like, Heather, you can't hold on to this. You're going to drop it and everything else like that. And then I was like, you know what? I don't want to listen to you. And I didn't. And then I freaking lost the gift certificate. So anyways, okay. Okay, just really quick. Jody's like, I didn't choose B, but my birthday is October 5th. So I totally listened to this. So when things are happening like that and they stop you, like you keep on getting those, that means just stop it. Okay. Your life is going to be so much easier, if you would just listen to like some of those challenges and you would stop yourself, go the other direction. Okay. And I do that all of the time. If there's things that are stopping it, I will pull the freaking plug every single time. But then that you're doing really good if things start falling into place, and I talked about that with like my son and his girlfriend. Both of their lives were just when they were together. Like he was having health issues, her car, his car, everything else like that. Because one thing after another are bad things. And now, they actually broke up though, and now their lives are getting better. She found a different job and everything else like that. And now she's making a lot more money. And then he is doing really well. And he found this place and it was like perfect. And so that is like your thing if you chose card B. Okay. Are you going with the flow or are there a lot of obstacles? Okay, so that is the biggest thing. The other thing too is that spirit animals are with you and you really need to look up the animals that you have seen. Okay, and you have seen recently because that's going to give you a little bit more of that insight. But they're also saying too that you really got to get outside. You got to get outside of your own head. You got to get outside of your own house. You got to get your body moving. If you chose card B, that's another reason why that you might feel like you're in static energy. It's because you've been sitting in your own static energy and you really need to move it, move it, move it. Go for a freaking walk, build a freaking snowman, go for a dip in freaking Florida, doing whatever you need to do. You really need to like move. All right. There's too much going on in your mind. And then the information that you want will become more clear. And I know that if you're card B people, you're like, no, freaking Heather, I want the freaking answer to my freaking question. Well, guess what? They're not giving it to me. They're saying that this is something that you need to do for you. Do you hate that? Yes, I know. I hate that too. But that's what we got to do. Okay. We got to do what sometimes we got to have our own personal path. Okay. Oh, okay. So Kate says this. In Russian culture, we say that the road is closed if you're trying to go somewhere or plan a trip and everything goes wrong. If I'm trying to leave to go to a store and a key drop, kids trips and falls and cries, dogs barking, I'm on the road is closed for this. Okay, I'll go tomorrow. Yes, exactly. It's too much going on. You got to freaking stop it. Because if you push forward on that, then guess what happens? Like things will happen. Finding I should trust my intuition more than I have been. Yes, 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 yes. Keep on doing it. The more that you listen to your intuition, the stronger that it'll get. Shelly's like, my dad died on January 6th, 1969. Bam. This is so him saying like, hi, like a little peekaboo, if you will. Someone else needed that gift. I don't know. Okay, Shelly, like I swear to God, I felt a man coming in spirit after I read that, and I was like, hey, is dad here and stuff like that. He's very, very emotional about his passing, and I also feel like too he really wants the family to know that he's still around. You know, did he die quick or something, or was it quick near the end? Because I'm feeling like that, like I feel like there's like a lot of unknowns or something like that. Like I feel like people, or maybe it's you, want to know more. You know, I get that feeling. But he's definitely with you 100%. It doesn't matter how long that he's been gone. It's like there's no time on the other side. It's like what's 80 years here is only seconds there. Okay. Or it's telling you that Marshalls sucks. Yeah, Marshalls does suck, man. And I was looking at everybody's cart and I was like, where did somebody steal my thing? You know, it was only 20 bucks. So someone else needed that gift card more than you, the person you bought it for. Yep, Tony, 100%. That's what I was thinking. And then I was like, that is not the right gift to be giving for my white elephant. I had the same feeling and stayed home today. Bam. My daughter is single. Oh, how old's your daughter? This is good. I like this. I actually dreamt about animals tonight. Bam. This is your freaking sign for sure. Okay. Yes. Oh yeah, Diana, this is going to be yours. And then all card C people. Are you guys ready? I feel like I have a lot. Like card B definitely was for me, but card C is for sure. Ooh, guinea pig. Oh, 24. Okay, he's 21. That would work. Okay, guinea pig. Do your part to illuminate the universe. Archangel Mary. So first off, to Archangel Mary. Oh, she's not really an archangel, is she? But whatever. Archangel Mary is all about family. So a lot of times if somebody gets the Archangel Mary, that means that, you know, you have done, you're either very family oriented or that you work with like some kind of like social services or social services yeah, or psychology and things like that. Like you definitely work in the family kind of dynamic, or you'd be really, really good at that, or you care for kids, those kinds of things, right? So that's a big thing. But this is talking about you do you need to focus on you. So if your cards see people, like, and this invites, and you're trying to get information on something else, like maybe it's going to be about, you know, relationship or whatever like that, you got to do you first. Okay, so this is the big thing, is that you have to go inside. If you card see people, you definitely have to meditate. You have to, I know I hate meditating too, but I feel like I need to meditate because that's what this is saying. But it says that you have to really go in, you have to freaking meditate, that you are a trailblazer as well. You're a trailblazer in your family, trailblazer with your friends and things like that. That's why they're calling you the guinea pig, because you're going into different territory that other people haven't. And it's cards 60 and 61. And 62 in the guidebook, which that's my Aunt Betty. I think my Aunt Betty was 62 when she passed. It says, this is the card of love. Just reading it starts to connect you energetically to the guinea pigs and through them to a cosmic heart. Be open to receiving a download. Remember that when love flows from your heart, it ignites the heart of all around you. Then, for a brief and glorious moment, you activate and light up the stellar links throughout creation with a bright pink of love. In this way, you do your part to illuminate universe. In response, the cosmos floods you with love and all manner of abundance. Just relax and trust, knowing that love is coming to you. So first off, if you chose card C and you're thinking about relationships and love, they're saying hang tight, okay? But in the meantime, focus on you. You do you so that you can be better in that relationship. Some things that are coming up too is like, okay, are there books that you want to read? Like, what is your main person that you want in your life? What are they like? Maybe you can start getting into some of those things now, some of those hobbies and things like that, so that you would be a better partner, so that you would, you know, bring more to that relationship. Or are there things that you've always wanted to do that maybe you should start freaking doing them, because then you're going to be happier and things like that once you get into a relationship, okay? So that you're also not going to be losing yourself. So definitely relationship, if you chose card C, I feel like they're saying more love is coming, more love is coming. So even if you're in a relationship too, then I feel like they're saying this is the time to create that 2.0 version of your relationship. Okay, so this is going to be that you're stronger and better than freaking ever, that you guys can be more in love and all those kinds of things than you've ever been before. This is like saying, this is like, it was kind of funny too, because it's still saying to do you, but it's almost like, you know how I say all the time, like once you shine your light, you give others the permission to do the same. It's kind of that thing. You do you, you heal you, you make yourself happy, and then it's going to help out that relationship. Okay, it's going to make that other person in the relationship happier too. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but that's literally what they're saying. So they are saying that they're saying good things on the storefront. I feel more of a coming together with family during the holidays. And I know that's kind of a cliche, but it's almost like they're giving me the sense that family's coming in from out of town, or you're going to be hearing from other people in the family. There's going to be some kind of uniting and things like that. For card C people, I feel really, really good about it as well. Seeing a lot of circles. Hey, Jennifer, JP, did you choose card C? Because I'm also seeing that O too, like that O again. So I didn't know if it was Omar coming through. I don't feel, oh, well, it's funny too, because I was about to say, I don't feel him coming in, but then I started scratching my ear around that time. And that is, males come through that side. So I was just wondering about that. Oh, he passed from lung cancer. Okay. I wonder if it's like my mom. Okay, let's see. I joined right at the right time. Oh yeah, Nathaniel. Yes. The card piggy looks just like my old guinea pig that passed away a few years ago. I've been thinking about him so much lately. That's more of a confirmation from him. Omar. Okay, yes. My dad's holiday get together is today. Bam. There you go. For sure. Okay. I'm gonna see if there's anything else. There's a very, very spiritual card. This whole week is very spiritual. Like a lot of times I love to give like advice, not advice, but advice from spirit. It's not from me, but like tangible, real things of this earth. Okay. Like what should I do at my job, my career, my money, my finances, whatever it is, my house, my moves, all those kinds of things. But today it seems like a lot of the messages are about the spiritual realm, connecting to the spiritual realm, them knowing that you knowing that they are close to you, and that a lot of the stuff too is like internal work, especially for that card C people, so that you can change your outer thing. And it's almost like that is what's going to be the catalyst for you moving forward into having a great and awesome freaking life. I don't know why, but I feel gifts with card C too. Like maybe you're going to be getting a lot of really awesome gifts, or you're going to be giving a lot of awesome gifts in Christmas. And I know that's not what Christmas is about, but it freaking came up. So I don't know. My daughter's name is Danielle too. Bam. Can anybody tell me the reason why everybody calls me Danielle? Can anybody answer that? It's freaking nuts. It's freaking crazy. This one girl even said to me, she was like, "Oh, hey, Heather." And I'm like, "Oh, it's so awesome you call me Heather because everybody calls me Danielle." She's like, "No, your claim's clearly Heather." And then, like, the next text message, she called me Danielle. I was like, and even people I've known for years, and they're like, "Hey, Danielle." And I'm like, okay. All right. My birthday week. Yes. So the message from Diane who passed is talking about family and big downloads coming in. Do you think? Ooh. Oh, I didn't even think about that, Tara, but I think that you're right. Yes. Yes, that is a good one, Tara. And Jenny, all your students call me JP. That is awesome. That is awesome. Carrie, you just talked about connecting to the spirits with your psychic gifts in your podcast this past week. You're right. And I did like that mediumship Q&A. Yes, and that stuff, like I always ask spirit what I should talk about on the podcast. So that is freaking crazy. Yes. And you want to know something too? I was guided to use this too for the weekly reading on the podcast for tomorrow. Isn't that funny? Oh my gosh, my freaking phone is about to go dead. Okay. So love you guys. If you guys are in the Coffee and Cards Club, no circle today. I'm about to hop over into the club and let you guys know. But love you guys to pieces. See you guys tomorrow, the podcast episode, The Spiritual AF Life. And then I'll see you back here on Sunday, right? For Coffee and Cards.